Hello, queens, kings, and sexy royals in betweens. My name is Nix Marikuma, and I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We talk about trauma and abuse. We talk about how to love ourselves, how to handle mental, emotional, and physical disabilities. I do a fuck ton of card readings with playing cards because that's what I have on hand, okay? Where I'm at is not necessarily welcoming to witches or spiritual practitioners of any kind. And we don't have metaphysical shops and we don't have zip code. So you make what you got. You know what I mean? Like you do what you got to do and you work with what you have. And what I have is playing cards, which works somewhat the same way. Okay. It's a bit different in its own right, but at the end of the day, it still gets the job done, you know? So in the future, when I do start using tarot cards, y'all already know we're gonna be in a fucking treat. I'll be like, guys, I'm gonna be fucking insane about it and insufferable because I'll be like, oh my god, like, guys, this is my first card. Look at it. Look how beautiful it is. Look at the quality, the je ne sais quoi, the ooh la la, the bougie shit on it. Anywho, until that day happens, playing cards is what we have. Playing cards is what we do. Okay. And I'm not the only one that does it. I've seen like two other card readers who do playing cards, and I'm like, oh, okay, I do have a small tribe of people who are reading this shit. Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one. Anyways, other than card readings, I do personality with palms and I give out counseling and advice. All right. I am not a certified counselor. Will I get my certification in the future? Most definitely. But until then, we are just roughing it. Okay. I've been counseling a lot of people, and my business has been running for 3 years. Now we are doing card reading, okay? And if you guys have TikTok and you want to stop on by and say hi or join me on my TED Talks, Dark Minds and Butterflies, or Benton Rhythm, Rhythm and Rhyme, which is just called how you say, the abbreviation, I think is what they call it, Verar. Okay, because God knows nobody can go over there and say six fucking long ass words every time you talk about a TED Talk. You're gonna have to shorten that shit up. You know what I mean? Not only do I have TED Talks, but I do witchy reads. We are doing the Everyday Psychic by the lovely and glorious Karen Harrison. Now we're on currently chapter 7 on my YouTube, but I am going to be doing the reading tonight on my TikTok live and see if you guys like that. All right. Some of you are like, well, you have a pretty voice or whatever. And if you did like audiobooks, that would be kind of cool. And I'm like, all right, say less. I got you. All right. I got you. All right. Now, that being said, let us tackle our beautiful and bodacious Libras. That's right, guys. It's your turn. What is Libra bringing in for the month of August? Communication, ethics, and introspection. Some of you guys are doing some self reflection, like some inner looking. Okay, so we're learning how to communicate, we're tapping into our character code, and we're looking within. All right, more power to you. Like Gemini, you guys are going to be dealing with empathy. Oh no, it wasn't Gemini, it was Sagittarius. This month may be poking some holes on y'all. Sorry. Oh, right. Okay. We are pursuing emotional detachment and choices. So we are seeing who fills our cup, who stresses us out, who's worth our time, and who isn't. I'm gonna come back. I just need to pick up my cards. Oh wow. Some of y'all been going through the ringer. And that's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? If it's not a healthy connection and it's not giving anything but stress and bullshit, either nip it in the bud and talk about it or move out, you know? We are overcoming teamwork. I think you guys are starting to learn how to work with other people and have other people help you out. Okay. Healing. So we're going to have a major accomplishment, a victory. I'm sorry, a victimization and giving up. So this is one of my healing cards. The Nine of Hearts is the other. Okay. This one is like, I'm giving up on things that have been victimizing me, holding me back. And I'm working on just moving on and not worrying about that anymore. It doesn't control me. Or I'm going to stay stuck and I just can't, let it go. It's either or. So I feel like if that's your guys' major accomplishments, we're definitely letting go of shit that's been holding us back and tying us down. I'm proud of you guys. And that's all right. Do what you got to do. Now, we are avoiding dysfunctional energies. So anything that is unorganized and really draining, we're not dealing with it. We're not dealing with it. Nah. We didn't sign up for the bullshit. Okay. We are embracing our daydreams and wishful thinking. I hope you guys are putting your time, energy, and effort into things that make sense and things that you've been wanting for yourself, okay? Because your support is a loss of opportunity. So we're letting go of old things to make room for new stuff on the way. Our advice is to be honest and speak our piece, okay? Just like how I told Gemini, Gemini was like, you know, I really, I just did Gemini. And I believe it was Sachi as well, but Gemini definitely had that like, oh, it was them. They had the Joker of Spades, but they had it in what they're embracing. You guys are definitely going to be speaking your piece and be honest. Be honest with yourself and be honest with people. Okay? If you believe in something, stand by it. Leave some room to understand where you could evolve a little bit more, but other than that, just be true to you, boo. All right, at the end of the day, what is your encouragement? I feel like I've lost a card, but I don't think that I really did. Hmm. Okay. Ah, independence and self reliance. So we're letting go of old shit and we're stepping into being confident in ourselves and believing in ourselves. We are going to be badass queen, kings, and royals in betweens. Okay. Absolutely. But you guys are going to be able to have a good team and also have confidence in yourself. Okay. You can be the biggest and the baddest, but you need to have people to help you out when things are too heavy. And you don't want to be so dependent on people that you can't do things on your own. Okay. Happy medium. Happy medium. It's okay to do things on your own. Just make sure you have a team so that way you're not doing everything by yourself with no help. And then it builds up resentment and it builds up anger and it builds up frustrations and shit. Save yourself. Save yourself from all this madness, babes. Okay. There you are. I'm happy for you guys. Again, work on your stressors. This month may have been really emotional for some of y'all because, again, the theme of it is empathy and turning inward. And you guys are doing some self reflection. We're looking within ourselves because that's what this is the energy of. Okay, communication. We're learning how to talk, we're learning how to speak, we're learning how to express ourselves. Ethics, the lesser of the two evil. All right. Life is not black and white, life is gray. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's some shit that are divinely pure and good. And that's just what they are. And then the other side of the coin, there's things that are divinely unholy and just full of shit. I get that. But a lot of us are not living in hereditarily great or hereditarily evil. We're living in the middle. Okay, some people do shitty things for good reasons. Some people do good things for shitty reasons. Everybody lives, majority of us, myself included, live in the gray. Okay? So while we're understanding ourselves with introspection and learning how to communicate and step into our character code and our morals, we are also learning how to handle this emptiness, this hollowness, this numbness. all right? And maybe you guys are reflecting on, okay, if I am pursuing emotional detachment and choices, there's certain people I'm kicking out. Whether you are just cutting off communication and not talking to them at all, whether you had talked to them and tried and it didn't work and they're just full of shit and they're stressful and it's complicated and you don't want to deal with it and you don't want to put up with their mess, okay? And it's just kind of went, all right. But I feel like with emotional attachment and choices, you guys are making decisions that are for your well being. Okay? Who works with me? Who allows me to be myself? What is holding me back? And how can I move forward? Because right now, I don't want to deal with anything that is corrupting my energy. I don't want to deal with dysfunctionalness. All right. I need to let go of old shit so that way new things happen. Loss of opportunity is where you're having your support. There's some things that you're going to let go. And I think a lot of it is going to be what's emotionally draining you, what's wearing you out, what's just kind of like yes or no stare, go up or down, all around. There is no maybe. It's either yes or no. Either you're in this all the way with me or you're out. You know what I mean? And it's just some people are difficult to talk to. Some communication is not fucking there. You know, some people just have their own ways of doing shit, man. Like it's not easy to detach from people emotionally, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If it was easy, it wouldn't be such a difficult thing to do. Okay? And you guys are really taking a step to look within. So I'm happy about that. We are also going to be very honest. If we believe in something, we're going to stand by it. Also, make sure that it taps into your character code and your morals. Okay? Some things are supposed to be let go. You don't want to be so headstrong that this is it and this is how it's going to be and this is what it's going to be. You're not always going to get your way. I'm not always going to get my way. We are people. We're not always going to win every battle, okay? But letting go of old shit, working on teamwork, making sure that we're giving up on things that have been victimizing us and holding us back and focusing on our emotional well-being. Again, if you want to have like a good mind, body, soul, and heart, okay, your mind connects to your heart and your heart connects to your mind and these two connect to your body and your body connects to your soul. So if all four of these is not right, you're going to have to take a step back and be like, all right, what do I have power in and what do I not have power in? What needs to be nipped in the bud? What doesn't need to be nipped in the bud? Is this worth my time? If it's not worth my time, then it's okay just to walk home. Go home, it's all right, you know? But I'm happy that you guys are kind of focusing on just moving on. You know, we're dealing with certain things that have been stressing us out. That's what this month is going to be kind of showing, just like how I said to Sajid. It's going to be poking you a bit. It's going to be like, oh, what does that one look like? Oh, I'm poking it because you have to face it. You know, if you nip it in the bud now, next month won't be so bad because now you've dealt with all the things that have been messing with you. You have now a clean slate and you can do what you got to do. So, all in all, you guys are going to be fine. You know, don't worry about it. Okay, next up is Aquarius. As always, slay the day, be happy and be gay. I love you guys. Bye.